Yeah, so finally it's in place. So hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am going to be covering the part 2 video of how to make a digital stopwatch using Python. Now this will be the last part of this series, and I hope you have seen the previous part, so otherwise you will not be able to understand what I am doing in this video. So yeah, this is going to be our last part. Now I know that I said that there are going to be 3 parts, but I managed to make them into 2 by some methods. So guys, here I am on my Windows computer screen. So first let us recap what we had made in the last video. So first we had made our entire main screen, and we had created our buttons over here, but we didn't these buttons could not these buttons did not work because we didn't specify the def functions, which we will cover in this video, and we will try to complete this series in this part only. So yeah, I've cancelled the third part, otherwise I would have extended this a little more. So yeah, I will complete this entire series in this video only. So yeah, let's get started with the code. So guys, here I am on my Visual Studio Code screen. So now let us first mention our first def function, which is def start. So obviously we are going to create this def function for starting the stopwatch. So after writing def start, let's just close brackets and give a colon, and I'll click enter and write global running. So we are just going to name this as a global variable. So after writing this, we are going to click enter, and we are going to give an if statement saying that if it's not running, so if not running, so I'll click enter and write update, and we will create the update function later in this video. I'll click enter after writing this, and I'll say running is equal to true. Okay, so with that we have completed our def start function. Now let us make our def pause function. So obviously, like always, we are going to name it as def pause, and then we are going to give a colon, and we are going to click enter. And then I'm going to write global running, the same thing that I had written in the def start function. So I'm going to write global running. I'm going to click enter, and I'm going to write that if it's running, so I'll give a colon and write stopwatch underscore label a dot after underscore cancel, and then in brackets I'll write update time. Okay, so this will just if we click the pause button, what I am trying to specify over here is that if we click the pause button, then it shall stop the timer, and yeah, it shall update the time. Okay, and then I'm going to write that running is equal to false. That specifies that it shall not run while we click the pause button. So if you click the pause button, it will not run, and it will update the time. Okay, so let us now test our code, that how is it working. Over here, where I have written this start button function over here, which we created in the last video, over here after writing the font and closing the bracket, in this line we are going to write command which is equal to start. In the last video I had written this, but I removed this line because we hadn't created the def function yet. I am going to copy this, and I am also going to do the same for our pause button. Now after this, we're going to create our update function, so that it can update the time. Let's now first of all, let us run this entire code and see how does it come out. Okay, so I forgot to give a comma over here. Like always, I've done another mistake over here. So let me just give a comma in both these lines, so that the code understands that this is a different command. Yeah, so now if I click start, then yeah, it will say that it is saying that update is not defined because we haven't created the update function. Now it's saying that only let's now just first create our update function. We can create the pause, we can create the reset button later. For the quit button, I think so that we don't have to do anything. All it will, if you click the quit button, then it will just exit from the entire stopwatch and it will stop working. So we can do that later. So first let us create, so before creating the reset button, let us create the update function. So I'll write def update. I'm going to give a bracket and colon. I'm going to write global, no, it's global hours, comma minutes, comma seconds. Okay. And after writing that, I'm going to click enter and I'm going to write that I haven't given enter seconds, and then I'm going to click enter and I'm going to write that seconds. So seconds is a variable over here, and I'm going to give seconds is plus seconds plus equal to 1. It's not a variable. I'm going to write that seconds plus equal to 1. Okay, then I'm going to click enter. I'm going to write that if seconds equals 60, then I'm going to write enter. I'm going to write that minutes plus equal to 1. Okay, so this is actually specifying that if the timer comes to 60, means to say if the timer reaches above 60, then you have to go to the next 00 line over here, and you have to name it as 1, because obviously 1 minute has been completed over here, right? So after that, I'm going to click enter and I'm going to write for seconds is equal to 0, because obviously 1 minute has been completed, and this right side doesn't has 0 in it, so that's why I will do that as I will write this as 0. And then I will write that if minutes is equal to 00, so if minutes is equal to 60, then I'm going to click enter and I'm going to write that hours plus is equal to 1. Now over here, as I know that you all must have understood that if the minute section over here turns to 60, so it what will happen is that the hours button will turn into 1 and this will turn into 0. With that, let me write that let me click enter and write that minutes is equal to 0. Yeah, and then I'm going to click enter and I'm going to create a backspace, and I'm going to write that hours underscore string and then I'll write an f string over here. That f I'll give a curly bracket and write hours, which is the variable over here, hours. And then after that, I'm going to close this curly bracket and get out of this colon, and I'm going to write that if hours is smaller than 9, if hours is greater than 9, else f 0 and then curly brackets hours. So what will happen? Wait a minute. I think so. I have done a mistake over here because it's showing in red line over here. Let me try to understand what's happened. I don't think so. There is any error. Our string is not accessed by pylan. I think so that there is some error over here. We will correct that later if it shows an error over here. Then I'll write minutes string. So basically what I'll do is that I'll just copy this entire code over here and just paste it over here. Let me just just copy this app string over here and let me paste it over here. But here, instead of writing hours, just change that into minutes. Okay, just change everything to minutes. And then over here also minutes. Yeah, after writing that, you're gonna click enter. And then we are going to write we are going to write another function called seconds, second string sorry, seconds underscore string. And then we're gonna do the same that we did over here. We're just gonna copy that, we're gonna paste it here, and then we are going to convert we're gonna change each and every minute into seconds. Yeah, let me change this also to seconds, and then over here also the minutes is seconds. Yeah, oops, sorry, seconds. And yeah, after that I'm going to click enter, and I'm going to write stopwatch underscore label stopwatch underscore label dot config, which means configure, and then in brackets I'll write text is equal to hours underscore string. Then I will give a plus sign, and I'll write in upper comma a colon. I'll give a colon inside this upper commas, and I'll close the upper comma, and I'll give a plus sign and write minutes underscore string. And then after that I'll give a plus, and I'll do the same only. I will give another colon inside upper commas. I'll close this upper comma, and I'll give a plus sign, and I'll write seconds, and then I'll give an underscore and write string. Okay, after doing that, let us just close this bracket, click enter, and we'll write global update time, global update underscore time. Okay, and then equal to stopwatch underscore label dot after, in brackets I'll write 1000 comma update. Yeah, I think so that should do it. And yeah, with that our def update function has been completed. Let's run this and see how does this work. Just a minute guys, I think so that yeah, so I've got an invalid syntax over here saying that global update over here global update underscore time is equal to this is not identified. I have done a mistake over here actually. I should have just entered this and write another variable called update underscore time, which is equal to this. And yeah, now let me again run this, and again run this and see. Yeah, so now let us click on the start button. As you can see that our timer has started. Now if I click on the pause button, it will stop the clock. So our def function is working perfectly. We have almost completed our this stopwatch. Now what we have to do is that we have to just make the reset def function. Now the reset def function, let me just write def reset over here. Now oops, sorry, and then I'll close the brackets and give a colon, click enter, and I'll write global running, just like I've given above in all the other functions, except for the update function actually. Yeah, then I'll click enter, and I'll write that if running, then I'll give in a colon, and I'll just I will click enter, and I'll write stopwatch underscore label dot after underscore cancel, and then in brackets I'll write update time. Basically what we have written over here only, update time. In this pause function, this line which we have written, that only I'm writing over here, because we are trying to reset it, right? So as soon as we click the reset button, it will just reset the entire timer to 0 again. Okay, so then I'll click enter and write running is equal to false. Then I'll click enter, I'll give a backspace and write global. So guys, I'm sorry for that lag guys, my computer screen had just automatically stopped recording. I've completed my reset function over here as you can see, and I've also written the command function over here, and that's necessary, otherwise the command will not work. So comma command equal to reset in the reset button variable, and command equal to comma command equal to quit in the quit button. So yeah, now let me run and show you the final output that I got. Yeah, so first let us click on the start button and show you that how will it work. So it will first start the stopwatch. Let me click on the pause button, so it will pause the stopwatch. Now let me click on the reset button. So if I click on the reset button, it should turn back to 0. So reset, yes, it turned back to 0. And now finally let's click on quit. If I click on this button, I should actually exit this entire window. Yes, it worked. So guys, that was my that was this entire series over here. I hope you enjoyed this entire series. If you did get to learn anything new, then obviously like this video and share this video with your friends and family, so that they can also see this entire video and learn something new. And also subscribe to my channel if you are new to this channel. And yeah, comment down if you're getting any errors in this code, or if you have any problems with this code. And also comment down below what would you like to see in the next series. Would you like to see me do Python or do something else regarding this, something else, because I know a lot of things also rather than Python only. That's my last leave for this video. Do all the things that I said, otherwise I will be heartbroken. And that's my last leave for this video guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and like always, keep being awesome. Let me stop this recording and